The other reason is that consumers who are already purchasing the commodity may be able to purchase more because the price has fallen. In other words, even though the consumers' incomes have not changed, the money income has not changed, its purchasing capacity increases. Whenever the price falls, the purchasing capacity of the consumer increases. In other words, he will be able to purchase more in the same amount, and therefore, this may help the consumer who is already purchasing the commodity to purchase more. This is because when the price was higher, now let us take an example. Suppose the price of milk is very high, then people may just buy some milk to drink or to add to their tea. But when the price falls, they may purchase more milk and convert it into curds or into custard or into pudding and use it for eating. Now, suppose the price falls further, then they may purchase more and they may bring a pet, a dog or a cat, and then use this milk to feed it. And therefore, this example shows us that demand and price are inversely related, because new customers may be attracted when the price falls, or because old customers purchase more due to increase in their real income, due to increase in their purchasing capacity. So, new buyers and old buyers contribute to a change in the demand. The same analogy can be used when the price rises. Now, the next aspect that is important for us to understand is that whenever the price changes, other things remaining constant, then the demand will change on the same demand curve. In other words, the consumer will be operating on the same demand curve when the price changes, other things remaining constant. And when this happens, for example, if the price rises, demand falls, that is known as contraction of demand. And when the price falls, demand rises, that is known as expansion of demand. So, whenever demand moves on the same demand curve, then we call it contraction of demand if there is a reduction in demand, and expansion of demand when there is an increase in the demand. In the same manner, whenever there is a change in the other factors, the price may not change, but other factors also may change. So, when we assume that the price of the commodity has not changed, but some other factor has changed, then there will be a shift in the demand curve. Whenever there is an increase in demand, when there is a shift in the demand curve upwards, in other words, then we call it increase in demand. So, whenever the demand curve shifts downwards, then that is known as a decrease in demand. So, the movement in demand curve, when the demand curve moves upwards to the right, it is known as increase in demand. When the demand curve shifts downwards to the left, it is known as decrease in demand. And therefore, we can deal with both of these situations. Whenever the other things remain constant, we talk about expansion and contraction of demand, but that can happen only at a point of time. Over time, it is possible that other factors also change, and therefore, when one of those other factors changes, then we can expect a shift in demand, and we talk about increase in demand and decrease in demand. Now, we have seen that demand is related to utility, to the need, to the satisfaction of the consumer. In the same manner, supply is related to scarcity, and therefore, we can understand that scarcity causes supply to be short. When we say that supply is lesser, then it is always a relative thing, because we relate the quantity that is supplied to the quantity that is demanded, and usually in the real world we find that supply falls short of demand, and therefore, whenever we say that supply is less or supply is more, or when we say that there is a surplus or there is scarcity, it is a relative term. We do not take it in absolute terms. We try to compare it with the demand that exists, and if the demand is given and supply is more, then we say that we have surplus, and whenever we say that there is a scarcity, it means relatively that supply is lesser than demand, and because supply is lesser than the demand, the commodity commands a price.